Good morning from Nipton, California. This is a tiny town in the middle of nowhere. We're about 20 miles from anything here. And this is a town really that only has maybe 10, 12 buildings. I don't know, that's a total guess. But there is not a lot going on here anymore. But today we're gonna explore the history of Nipton. We're gonna see what's here in Nipton today. And we're gonna take you along for the journey. Nipton began, just as so many other Southwest towns did, as a camp for miners in the region. Originally called Nipino Camp because of its proximity to a nearby mine, the region was at the crossroads of two wagon trails, and a new railroad was being built that ran right through the area, the San Pedro, Salt Lake, and Los Angeles Railroad. In February of 1905, the first train stopped here, bringing in new crowds of people to this tiny establishment. By 1910, the railroad had merged with Union Pacific, and the town's name was changed to Nipton. As a major cattle loading station for local ranches, the railroad was always one of the main lifebloods for this town. The town also served as a sort of social gathering place and supply center for all of the mines dispersed throughout the surrounding region. After some years, Harry Treherne, a Cornish miner from England, opened up a general store here and sought to build up the development of Nipton's commercial ventures, including the restoration of the Hotel Nipton and digging the town's first water well. He filed papers with the Homestead Act, and in 1940, President Franklin D. Roosevelt signed the papers himself, which moved the deed to the land from the federal government's ownership to Treherne. Hollywood silent film star Clara Bow often stayed in the Hotel Nipton, having a cattle ranch about 16 miles from Nipton. She would go along with the cowboys when they delivered the cattle to the rail loading station and stay in the hotel, apparently preferring room 3. Other Hollywood stars would often visit them in Nipton and on their ranch as well. When Harry Treherne passed away, the town fell into a general state of disrepair. The railroad station was abandoned in the 1950s, and the town seemed to be on a terrible spiral downward. However, in 1984, Gerald Freeman purchased the town and brought it back to life, restoring the old buildings and setting it up to be a place for visitors to come to, including restoration of the hotel again into a bed and breakfast, the creation of an RV park, and turning the general store into a trading post, with souvenirs and supplies for visiting guests. In 2016, Mr. Freeman passed away, and the town was put up for sale again. This is where things start to get a little more interesting. A year later, the town was purchased by American Green, a marijuana-focused company that planned to turn the town into a cannabis tourist town. That plan never came to fruition, and the town was placed up for sale again. An oil and gas company purchased the town for over $7 million, and part of the sale included a stipulation that the plans for a marijuana town continue forward. Again, this plan would not come to pass. The town was placed up for sale yet again, this time at a deeply discounted rate of only $2.5 million. This time, purchased by Spiegelworld, an adult-themed circus company that has multiple shows in Las Vegas and in other areas, with plans to make this their global headquarters, including using the town for training, rehearsing, and essentially turning this into a circus town in the middle of the desert. While I don't see much circus activities going on here yet, Spiegelworld has cleaned up the town considerably in the last few years and has made the place a little bit better. It will be interesting to see what happens here if their plans move forward. Today, less than 20 people live in Nipton, but it is still a very cute little town, a very sleepy ghost town with the potential for a very interesting future. I'll see you next time, somewhere else down the road.